Guys, it's Copper here with
Gold.
and today we're watching My Story Animated. MSA previously My Story Animated, and
I'm reacting.
the other My Story Animated videos we're gonna call it My Story Animated. I absolutely hated, so we'll see if this is any better.
3, 2, 1.
They're cringy and kind
Before
of
I was
fake.
about to step onto the rink with my skating partner and boyfriend Victor, he turned to me nervously. "Are you sure about this?" "Of course. My name is Quinn for a reason, darling." The crowd went
Okay, her
wild
name's
as we
Quinn.
danced
Did she say that?
flawlessly.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the routine, I skated towards Victor, and he threw me in the air. The skater
And
went
she had
silent
fell
as I
head first.
gracefully spun a few times before landing in his arms. The audience erupted as
Kinda
Victor
I
pulled
thought
me in
this
for a
was
kiss.
Oh
As
wait,
expected, we
pause the
ate
video.
competition and
This is I woke up from a coma after no, don't go back.
Didn't you pause the video?
No.
Oh, I thought you paused the video.
This is I woke up for a coma after 20 years and
Pranked everyone.
okay. So let's begin the video. No, not begin. Let's just play the video. Click.
left no crumbs. Hi, my name is Quinn, and I was the most popular girl in school and the best figure skater in town. My life
Yeah, no one
was
really asked
perfect.
though.
But then everything changed in the worst way ever. But first, please like and subscribe. Later that
Why is
night,
it
my
frozen?
best friend Elena arranged a pool party for us at her mansion and invited everyone. You know I hate huge parties, right? Oh, come on, girl. One more competition and you guys are gonna get into the Olympics. We need to celebrate this. Actually, we need to study for our finals next week. Let's forget about everything and have some real fun tonight, babe.
The boy
Victor
is
jumped
way
into the
taller
pool
than I
and
thought.
Elena followed. And, well, I couldn't resist for too long either. But as I was walking towards the pool, I suddenly
Pause it.
slipped on something. I felt my
This reminds me of bulk jumping. I didn't want to go in at first. Then someone pushed me in. And I loved
Why
it.
can't we fun?
Yeah, I loved it. Well, after someone pushed me. It was quite unpleasant. And guess who it was? The same person who pushed me into the water. Okay, unpause it.
head hit the ground and everything went black. When I opened my eyes again, I realized that I was in the hospital. Just then, a nurse came in.
There's no catch. Really?
Okay, the ad's over.
She looked shocked to see me awake. She called for the doctor, who came running in and
It's like-
started to examine me. When I asked him what
How
was
long has
going
it
on,
been? Oh, yeah,
he
20
dropped a bombshell on me.
You had a serious head injury and fell into a coma for 3 years and
I thought it was
2
20
months.
years.
It's a miracle you're awake, and all your functions seem perfectly normal. But I wouldn't recommend skating for a while.
Oh, well, that's
and
nice.
As
Just
he
gets
went
out of
on,
bed.
I sat there dazed, letting his words sink in. I'd been in a coma for 3 years?
And 2
But
months.
what about my career?
Oh,
And
what about
everyone
it?
had left
Her
high
hair's
school?
long.
Who was the
Her
U.S.
hair is
president
quite long.
now? It was
Yeah,
happening.
he was the
My
president.
parents were out
I
of
feel
town,
like it
but
should be the
doctor
same
quickly got
person,
them on
right?
the phone, and they started shrieking in excitement.
Oh my God,
I
you're
thought you
awake.
crammed
We're
everyone.
coming home right away, honey.
And please, don't meet anyone until we've talked, okay? Love you. But as soon as I got out of the hospital, I asked my driver to take me to Victor's house, and he looked like he'd seen a ghost.
Sup, Victor?
Quinn, is that really you?
Surprise! Did you miss me?
He has a new
Of
girlfriend.
course I missed you. I just can't believe you're
He
here.
definitely has a new
I
girl.
threw my arms around his neck
Yep.
and lifted my head for a kiss. But just then, a girl suddenly appeared behind him. Elena. Bestie, oh my God, is this for real? I can't believe I've been sleeping for 3 freaking years. I need to know everything. Well, Victor and I had our 3rd sectional win yesterday, and we'll be competing in the nationals soon. I literally buffered for a few seconds. What the what?
She replaced you as my partner a year after your accident.
Oh, wow. That's great. Elena's pretty good at skating too. I know, right? We make a good team. And,
No.
one more thing. We're engaged.
What?
Nice joke, bestie. But I felt like an elephant had slapped me when they both went silent. Oh, you're serious? You're not mad at us, right? I mean, it has been 3 years.
Yeah,
we
but
didn't
for
know
her,
if you'd ever wake up.
it's
Of
been
course.
like a few
I
seconds.
understand. I'm happy for
It's
you.
like a dream.
And then I turned and quickly left in my car, feeling like a zombie. But when I got home, I had a complete meltdown. Soon, I learned that aside from skating together and being
Nice,
engaged,
bug.
Elena and Victor were studying at my dream university too.
That's
And
nice.
it felt more painful than 10 toothaches. I visited
No,
the
you
rink
like-
where I'd always practiced, but
Really,
no one
though?
seemed to recognize me anymore. Everyone had moved on, while I'd lost 3 years, my career, my best friend, and my boyfriend. When my parents finally arrived, they did everything to cheer me up, but I just felt depressed.
Oh,
I
no.
had to start all over again, and I didn't know how. Mom convinced me that the first step was to go back to high school and finished it. But everyone my age had graduated, and being the oldest in class was weird, and it just made me miss Victor more. One day I was at the grocery
No one's
store
gonna
when I
stay.
saw Victor and Elena being interviewed on television. It really hurt to see how happy they looked together. I felt like another meltdown was coming, but just then the cashier caught my attention. He was dancing as he worked.
So?
Extra. But when he turned around, I saw that he was really cute. To my
So?
surprise, he gave me a knowing smile and winked. I just
So?
ignored him and walked away. A few days later, I was sitting at a cafe
You're
near
not
my
really
school
talking.
that always played classical music, my favorite. But just then, a guy started playing a loud song on his little speaker.
That song's way
and
better.
It sounded so annoying.
No, it doesn't.
Suddenly, our eyes met, and I realized that it was the extra cute cashier.
What?
He walked up to my table and then started poking my cheek. Excuse me, what are you doing?
Sorry, I've been wanting to check if you're real since I saw you at the grocery store. You're just
What?
too beautiful for this world.
And you're just too cheesy for the whole universe.
But at least I made you smile. I'm Derek, by the way. And you?
Quinn,
Nice name, Quinn. Do you need a king?
nope. I just need you to shut your noisy music off.
Hip-hop music is not noise. It's amazing.
Sure,
Yeah.
whatever makes you happy.
It's you, babe.
I wanted to roll my eyes, but I ended up smiling instead. After that, Derek always turned up when I was in the cafe, and I enjoyed his company. I learned that he was a working college
You
student
didn't enjoy yours,
dreamed
I
of
bet.
becoming a famous hip-hop dancer someday. He was flirty and funny and a great listener.
If your ex really loved you, he would have waited for you. Just forget him. I'm sure I'm more handsome.
Maybe, but he definitely dresses better than you. Derek always wore hoodies and jerseys thrice his size. He was
Thrice?
the opposite of Victor, who always looked like a prince. Snap out of it, Quinn. He's engaged. One day when I was with Derek, a familiar couple entered the cafe. Victor and
Yes,
Elena.
very
I
familiar.
had to show them that I was doing just fine. As I saw them getting closer, I let out an exaggerated laugh. Oh, my boo-boo bear. You're so
Oh my
funny. I
God.
want to die.
I hate this.
What's so funny about my neighbor's cat dying?
But I continued laughing as if an octopus was tickling me.
That's
Oh,
a
hey
bit.
girl. Oh my god, hi. What brings you two here? This guy just can't get enough of me, so he brought me here on a lunch date. I heard you went back to school. Yeah, life goes on, you know. Oh, this is my boyfriend Derek. He's a hip-hop dancer. Victor suddenly butt in.
I thought you hated hip-hop.
Not when my boo-boo bear dances to it. He's just the coolest.
You really think so?
Victor looked rather mad. He was jealous, and I was loving it. They sat at a table across from ours, and I jumped onto Derek's lap and started feeding him french
That's a
fries.
bit weird.
Victor kept looking my way, and Elena looked furious. Soon enough, the lovebirds were having an argument, and they both left.
So, I'm your boyfriend now, huh?
I'm sorry, that came out of nowhere, but I just had to do it. I didn't want to look like a loser in front of them.
I get it. We can continue pretending, to show them. Just be careful, though. You might fall in love with me for real.
Oh, trust me, I won't. You're not my type. And just like that, I got myself a brand new boyfriend. And the chance to take him with me came soon enough when I heard about the next skating competition Elena and Victor were participating in. I had to see how good she was. And I was stunned. Elena skated like a pro, and their chemistry was on fire. To make things worse, Victor kissed her after their performance. Suddenly, I just found myself crying. Derek turned to me, and
She
my
does that
heart
a
kind
lot.
of fluttered as he wiped my tears.
Remember, you're a queen.
You're right. I have to get back on the rink.
Very
And
motivational.
this time, I don't need a partner. I wasn't allowed to skate yet, but I started training anyway, and I was too stubborn to listen to my parents or Derek, who tried to stop me. Even if you're my fake boyfriend, you have to support me.
Okay, fine. but on one
No,
condition.
no, he
I have to
doesn't.
be with you whenever you practice. I'll protect you.
That's my coach's job. Do you even know how to skate?
Oh, baby, I'm the breakdancing king. Skating would be a piece of cake. But when he finally got on his skating shoes, I almost died laughing. He looked like a scared baby and kept falling on his butt. Relax. Just trust me and don't let go. I won't.
The next minute, he
Wait, pause
slipped
it?
again, but I was
Oh,
quick
just
to
gonna
grab him.
come off.
As I pulled him back up, our lips almost touched.
So yeah, over halfway, and it's only been 3 years and 2 months. And she didn't prank anyone, so.
Sent
Yeah,
my
you
heart
didn't go to
racing.
Comrade
But
for
before things could get
16
weirder,
years
my
and
coach arrived,
8 months.
and I felt a bit disappointed. My birthday was in 3 days.
Wait,
My
what
parents
happened? Why
decided
she
to throw a
disappointed?
huge
Because
party
they were
to
about
celebrate.
kiss, I think.
They invited
Oh.
all their rich friends, including Victor and his parents.
Victor's
It was
rich?
my chance to show off my
Yeah,
new
just said
boyfriend
Victor's
to everyone,
parents.
but I knew what these people were like, and I had to make some changes to Derek. I'll send some stylists over before the party, and one of my cars will pick you up, okay?
Oh, okay, sure. See you later then.
On the evening of the party, everyone had already arrived when a Lamborghini pulled into the driveway, and my jaw dropped when Derek stepped out. He was wearing a white suit and his hair was brushed up. He looked gorgeous, and clearly I wasn't the only one who thought so. I introduced him to my parents, and they looked impressed. Everything was going smoothly
I thought-
until they started asking
Oh.
about what his parents did for a living. Thankfully, someone walked in just then to distract them, and I saw that it was Victor. Elena wasn't with him, and I wondered why. Oh, it's been a while, sweetheart. You look even more handsome than before. So
What?
perfect for my daughter. Is it too late for you guys to get back together? Mom and her rich friends kept on gushing over Victor, which annoyed me so much. How could they do that in front of my boyfriend? They didn't know he was fake, but suddenly Derek walked up to the grand piano and asked for everyone's attention.
I would like to dedicate this song to my amazing girlfriend, Quinn, the queen of my life.
He started playing one of my favorite love songs, and my heart just melted. Everyone was mesmerized
I don't know
by
how to
his
react to
lovely
this.
performance.
Yeah, I don't know.
But just as he finished, his phone started ringing, and his ringtone was a hip-hop song with some embarrassing lyrics. It made everyone's eyebrows shoot up with judgment. As Derek panicked to turn it off, he suddenly crashed into the waiter behind him and ended up with food all over
I
him.
thought they
As
were
I
all
ran
rich,
to help
so.
him, I heard Victor laugh.
A few piano tricks and some borrowed clothes can't buy something like class.
It's so obvious that he's not one of us, Quinn. Derek glared at him angrily, and I was afraid the two might break into a fight. So I dragged him out of the party and apologized for everyone's behavior.
But you think the same, don't you? That's why you groomed me, to make me presentable.
Derek, that was a mistake, and I'm sorry. Let's get out of here.
But what about your party?
What
I
about
hate
it?
huge parties. Take me somewhere else, please. He took me to a club, and everyone was just looking at him as he danced. I totally understood why.
Come on, dance with me.
I
So
am not
he's just
into
doing a
hip-hop,
handstand?
but he pulled me onto the dance floor, and we just went wild. As the song ended, everyone clapped for us, and he drew me close.
I'm sorry for ruining your birthday.
You
How
actually
was her
made it
birthday?
better, and before
Yes.
I knew it, I found myself
didn't know that
kissing
either.
him, and it felt surreal.
How long has this
I
been?
couldn't
13
stop
minutes?
thinking about
And
Derek
it's 16
or that
minutes.
kiss
It's
all
30.
night. I
13.
really had to focus on my skating because I'd entered my name into the
When's this
next
gonna be
big
over?
competition. I had to work
Come
hard
on,
to get
Tom.
my momentum back
Okay,
and to
like
learn how to dance without a
5
partner.
minutes.
One day while I was
That's way too
practicing
long.
alone on the rink, Victor suddenly turned up. What are you doing here? And why were you such a jerk to my boyfriend?
Quinn, can we forget about everyone else for a moment? Will you dance with me?
Slap
For
him
old time's
in the
sake?
face.
I did miss skating with him, so I gave in. We started dancing together, and it felt so natural.
And he tries to
We
kiss
just
you,
knew
and
each
then you
other's
slap him in the
minds
face.
and bodies on the rink, and
No,
we
they
fit
do
together
kiss.
perfectly.
what?
They
The
do
other
kiss.
skaters started gathering
And
around to
then
watch
the
us in
boyfriend
amazement.
comes in,
As
and
the
then-
music ended,
Why would
we
they
were
kiss?
both out of
That
breath,
means he's
and
cheating.
suddenly he leaned in and kissed me. But just then, I spotted Derek watching us, and he turned to leave. Derek, no, wait! As I ran
Oh,
after
you mean
him,
you did
Victor
cheat?
grabbed my hand. Let him go. Come back to me. I miss you.
You
But
also
what about
cheated.
Elena? You're engaged.
But I like you more.
That
And with
is
you by my side.
definitely
we can
cheating.
definitely reach the Olympics.
Maybe we're just meant to be friends, Victor.
We both know we're not. We belong together. I'll wait for you till you come back to your senses, Quinn. I still love you.
He was making me so confused. I was getting along along really well with Derek, but now he wanted me back and it was messing with my head. But the worst part was that our kiss was all over the news with speculation that we were getting back together. Derek had stopped showing up in the cafe, so I went to the grocery store one day to see him. What's wrong? Are you avoiding me?
No, I just don't think you need me anymore. You got what you wanted.
If you're talking about Victor, then you're mistaken. We're not back together. I just can't decide yet.
Take your time, but I'm not going to stick around for you to make up your mind. He's the right choice. Trust me.
But I like you, Derek. I really do.
If that was true, you wouldn't have asked me to try to be something that I'm not. We both know that I don't belong in your world, Quinn.
He got back to work, and I left. I just wanted to
My
cry.
fingernails are
When I
quite
got
long
home, a
compared
maid
to how
told me
they
there was a
would be.
visitor in my room. I walked in, and suddenly, someone slammed the door shut and pinned me against it. Elena, what are you doing? Stop messing with my Victor. It's been 3 years, and you need to move on. It's not what you think. What happened in the rink was nothing. Drop the act. I know you're trying to win him back, but he's mine now. Just deal with it. But the next few days, I didn't even think much of Victor. All I cared about was Derek avoiding me, and it was driving me crazy. I could hardly focus on my training, and the competition was in 2 days. I wanted to quit, but everyone was expecting my comeback. When the big day came, I felt like peeing from nervousness. I scanned the crowd, hoping to see Derek's face, but he hadn't come. Just as I was putting my shoes on in the locker room, Victor came in.
I see Derek's not here. I'm happy you sent that loser packing. I knew you couldn't be serious about him. I'll dump Elena tonight, too. She's probably going to cry a lot, which will be annoying, but...
Victor, I am serious about him. But even if I wasn't, there's no future for you and me. I don't know why it took me so long to see that you're kind of a jerk.
Don't be stupid, Quinn.
You're kind of
I
an idiot.
am your future. You need me as a partner.
No, Victor, I really don't. Being alone has taught me that I can be alone. Just as
Yeah,
I
of
pushed
course.
him out of my way,
And
we
you will
both
be
saw
for a
Elena
long
by the
time.
door, and she'd clearly heard everything. She went bonkers and attacked Victor, and I ran off grinning. He deserved it. I started my routine feeling
Why does she
confident,
kind of look like
and
a
just then,
Zelda?
I spotted Derek in the
Yeah.
crowd. Suddenly, I felt electrified.
There's probably
I
another
did a
character
few of
that
my
looks
best
more
moves,
like her,
and the
except
judges gave me a
I'm
standing
not
ovation.
very
I
good
ended up in
gamer.
second
I
place,
only
though, but
play
I
the
wasn't
games I have.
disappointed. I was just starting all over again, and it was a really good start. I didn't expect to see you here.
I think you should have
Well,
come
actually-
first. You're amazing.
Actually, she did expect him to be there, but she was disappointed when he wasn't.
Just having you here makes me feel like I won.
Oh,
I
it
missed
might
you,
be
Derek,
ready.
and I love you,
Plants vs.
just
Zombies.
the way you are.
Yeah,
You
but
really mean it this time?
What do you think? I think
don't know how to
You
react. I
need to
would
kiss me to
actually.
prove it.
I leaned in, and just as our lips were about to touch, I said teasingly, "You're gonna have to catch me first."
Bring it on.
Oh, I thought I would have. Oh. And okay, they didn't kiss. That's a start. Keep that up, Meister Animated.
I did kiss earlier though.
Yeah, but still, they didn't kiss at the end. So, okay, that's gonna be it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. I know you didn't. Goodbye.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Bye.